Recap: a medieval city lives under a growing darkness. Crops fail, nights are haunted by cruel shapes, and fear tightens its grip. From the monastery and training yards emerges a young Templar whose skill is born of blood, sweat, and prayer. He is strong, disciplined, and guided by a steady faith in the Lord Almighty. Rumor says the terror comes from a malign whose power grows with each fearful heart. The Templar prepares, relentless training, careful planning, and a quiet trust in something greater than himself. He will face the witch, and the city will watch. But will his training and faith be enough to end the nightmare, or will the witch's darkness swallow them all? The answer lies ahead. Chapter 1: The City in Shadow. I remember the first time I walked through the city gates and felt the chill. I had trained for years, rising before dawn to practice blade and prayer. Still, fear hung over the alleys like a wet cloak. People spoke in low voices. The market lost its cheer. Mothers kept children close, and even the dogs refused to bark. That A Templar. I had been taught to be steady. My hands learned the weight of the sword. My heart learned the weight of responsibility. The leaders of the city called me to their hall and told me of a malign force, a witch who fed on dread and spread a green mist that spoiled fields and soured the air. Her power grew with each frightened eye. The city needed more than steel. It needed a steady hand, a disciplined mind, and a faith that did not break. Chapter 2: Training in Faith. My days became a procession of small, stubborn things. I ran until my legs burned. I struck wood until my shoulders ached. I learned to move without thought, to react on muscle memory alone. I drilled my breath, rooted in the silence of the chapel where candlelight and prayer kept my will steady. That I asked the Lord for guidance. I did not demand miracles. I asked for the strength to do what needed to be done. Faith, I learned, is like training. It grows by repetition, by small acts done when no one watches. Townsfolk began to notice the change in me. They found confidence in a man who would not be shaken by the night. Chapter 3: The Witch's Cruelty. The witch's cruelty was not only in her magic, but in how she used fear as a blade. She set traps of despair. Crops rotted overnight, the river churned with strange green foam, and children woke screaming of teeth and yellow eyes. Men who tried to hunt her returned hollow, their minds seized by nightmares. That I walked into towns to see this with my own eyes. A woman showed me a withered child, and whispered that sleep alone brought the creature to the edge of their beds. I felt an anger that was not wrath but resolve. The city had been ground down by helplessness. If fear grew with their belief in the witch's power, it meant courage could become a cure. Chapter 4: The Plan of Light. We could not charge blindly. I trained a small band of townsmen in simple defenses. How to hold a line, how to use light and sound to drive back the animal fears the witch stirred. We purified wells and tended fields at night, refusing to give ground. Each small victory, saved sheep, a recovered child, a harvest that held, weakening the witch's claim on them. That I prayed before we left. Not a plea for invulnerability, but a plea for strength to do our duty. I felt, in that quiet hour, a reassurance like sunlight breaking a cloud. Whether that was a sign or my own mind steadying itself mattered less than the peace it gave me and the courage it seeded in others. Chapter 5: The Battle of Will and Steel. The night we faced her was raw with expectation. The witch rose from ruins with a scream that tasted of iron. Her magic pitched the sky green and made our armor feel like chains. Men faltered. I did not spare them from fear. I spared them from surrender. That we met in the ruined square. Her claws flashed. Her voice tried to unmake us with doubt. Every trick she had, she used. Visions of loved ones lost, echoes of failures. I kept my eyes on the task. I remembered the drills, the prayers, the mornings when I was alone, and kept training even when no one watched. I struck where training told me, and held where training taught me to hold. Then something shifted. In the hottest moment, a light I could not claim as mine flooded the square. A warmth in my chest, a steadying presence that steadied our arms. Whether it was a sign from the Lord Almighty, or the culmination of every act of faith and work I had done, I cannot say. What I know is this: our courage held, and courage can cut through the darkest magic. Chapter 6: Light Restored. At dawn the green mist thinned. People wept and laughed at the same time. We had paid for victory with sweat and fear, but the city stood. We helped rebuild not just walls but trust among neighbors. I kept training because the world asks discipline of its servants at all times. I kept praying because the heart that forgets gratitude soon forgets itself. The lesson I carry is simple. Gifts of ability matter, but they are sharpened by constancy and sweat. Faith does not make the work unnecessary, it makes the work possible. If you are young and learning, remember that steady effort piles into strength. If you are beaten down, know that a single steady hand of courage can change the fate of many. If you enjoyed this tale, please subscribe to the channel, activate notifications, give the video a like, leave a comment with your thoughts, and share the video with others.